What's up, everybody? This is the Montanarchy Podcast. My name is Jonah Shirley. I'm your host. This week we have the youngest guest. Maybe Dominic is younger than him, but perhaps the youngest guest in the history of the show. Please welcome Isaiah Dormady.
Hola. Yeah.
Oh, you clap for yourself. That's a bad look. What was I just going to say? I had something to say about you.
I have a really good opener.
Go ahead.
I've noticed an increase of the use of the N-word among women lately. Have you noticed that?
It's going to be one of those episodes, folks. That's why we call it Montanarchy. You never know what's going to happen. Holy moly.
No, I'm serious.
No, I have not noticed that. I think you've been hanging out in Alabama.
Actually, that is kind of a funny story. I did meet this gal from Alabama that, at first she said it and it was kind of funny. And then I realized that it was actually hateful. And it was like one of those things where it's like, you're talking to her and she says it so much that it's like, you're not joking anymore. You're being really serious. I don't think I should hang out with you anymore. Especially in nurses.
Can you name these nurses? I'm just kidding. When we were on tour last year, there was a fair amount of racism. Probably 4 or 5 different states. Mm-hmm. Like as a white person, experienced race issues from non-white people.
Really?
People who, I was in line at this restaurant one day, and this guy was like having a great conversation with a guy in front of me. They were both African American, and I went up, and he was basically like, "What do you want?" It was like, "Holy moly!"
The food.
Yeah. I was like, "Never mind. I'll just get out of here."
That's awesome.
But only one state was there racism from white people talking about non-whites. That was Alabama. I don't know what else to say. It was absolutely Alabama.
Yep. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know what it is about Alabama, but the people that come out of there are a different breed. But like, I'm serious. Nurses. I don't know if I've met a nurse yet that isn't frequently almost seriously racist.
I had one on this podcast. Her name is Janelle Martin. She is my aunt, and she is most definitely not any remotely racist. I don't know what nurses you're talking to, but I worked at the hospital. I didn't know any racist nurses.
Really? You're talking the wrong ones.
I'm talking to the right ones. Oh boy, this is going to be a wacky episode, folks. Hey, by the way, thank you. This is the start of month number 3. I haven't missed a week. We've had lots of fun guests. We've had lots of fun times on here. So thanks everybody for the support, for the kind words. Big thanks to Blaine Train Realty. Jake Blaine messages me just about every week to let me know how he thought the episode was. He's probably not going to like this one since Isaiah started it off with pure racism. but thank you for listening, sir. I appreciate it. Jake and Kim Blaine are fantastic realtors to work with. I'd highly recommend them. So I wanted to give them a shout out. So thanks for listening, everybody. So Isaiah, tell us about your life. What do you do?
I am a contractor. I build houses.
You work for someone we've had on this podcast before, don't you?
Me and my brother. Well, yeah. So we're both. I work for him. We're both independent contractors, but most generally, my jobs come through him.
Sure.
My brother Ezra Dormady. And also, I've been working with Brandon Sanderson, Highland Construction as well.
Very nice.
And both of them are great contractors.
Yes,
they're
absolutely.
They're both, their attention to detail is really good. And
they let me drive a skid steer.
They did.
Were
you out there? Were you out there just like mowing down the grass?
I was driving it so slowly and carefully that Brandon said, "Get out, I want to show you how you can drive this thing." And he was doing wheelies. He almost flipped it. And he's like, "This thing can handle some firepower." And I was like, "Okay." And I never got it crazy like he did, but I had some fun in it.
Did Ezra take the air ride out of the seat when you were doing it? Did he make it so that there was no air in the seat, so you're just bouncing around?
I don't remember, truthfully. I wasn't bouncing around.
I think that Brandon told me that Ezra took all the air ride out so that, because normally there's an air ride in there so that when you hit bumps and stuff, you just kind of stay in the same spot.
I was definitely not in there when I was in there. And I'm really tall, so I was hitting the ceiling.
Yeah, you had no air ride because you can make those things haul across pretty much. You were on pretty flat ground, I think, because we were out there for a week digging that hole, and Ezra was out there for like 3 days, and then I was out there for a day, and it was fun.
Heck yeah.
Lots of dirt.
What's been the craziest thing you've built with Ezra?
The crazy
or Brandon? Like the biggest project you've worked on.
Our biggest project was in Hot Springs. We built it was a Buddhist ranch.
Buddhist ranch.
I did sign an NDA about the specifics of it, believe it or not.
Well, I was
handed an NDA, but they never actually made me sign it.
Well, don't incriminate anyone. Just tell us what you can, and then.
No, it was made for like 50 people, I think, or something like that to be in. And it's the same people that own the Land of 1,000 Buddhas or whatever.
Oh, the garden.
Garden of 1,000 Buddhas.
Have you ever been there?
No.
It's really weird.
I did meet their investors and like the people. They wanted us to go over to, I don't know where Buddhism is at, but they want us to go over to their country, and they're like, you should come over there and expand, like walk where their is it the Dalai Lama? Walk where our Dalai Lama walked.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
I thought the Buddhist guy's name was Buddha.
Yeah, well they have a kid that he was like 14 and he like fell and his hand left an imprint on a rock, I guess, is how the story goes, and they were like, this is our god now. And so they worship him and treat him, he just gets what he wants.
Well, very nice. What else do you do for fun? Do you still have that van?
I do still have the van. I bought a van about a year and a half ago for $900, and it's completely sticker bomb stripped down, and it became the climbing, like rock climbing and dirt bike van. Like I found out I could stick 3 dirt bikes in there. I can stick 3 in the back and 1 on a ramp on the back. And that was a super good time. I took it to all the climbing, like there's climbing festivals and stuff that they do, and there's a competition.
Oh, really? Do you compete?
On occasion.
How have you done in that?
Not great, because I started climbing because I broke my wrist riding, and I wanted to like rehab it, and then it turns out I really like climbing, and so I do it as like a season. It's almost seasonal. Sure. When winter hits, I climb a lot more. Like when work slows down, over at the High Line. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Shout out the High Line.
I was just there today.
Were you?
I was delivering their Red Bull cooler.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really like Brian's a great guy.
He's great, dude. He's so nice.
He's awesome.
What does the competition look like? Is it based on height? Is it a time trial? Is it based on endurance?
It's so you have normally how they do it is I think they give you 3 hours at indoor comps. At the outdoor comps, the time it all ranges and varies from who's doing it, where it's at. The outdoor one started at 10 in the morning and it ends at everyone has to have their sheet in by 4, and that's in Butte. So that's a 6-hour climbing festival. And those are people come from all across the country to come and climb that. Most of them come from Bozeman.
Sure.
But there are some, like Conrad Anker, he made Finding Mallory. He's like one of the like big founding people of I guess the sport. But he came into our camp one night. He had done some substances earlier in the night and wandered into our camp at like 1 a.m. and was just like sat down. It's like having like Johnny Depp walk out of the woods and be like, "Hey guys, what's up? Can I hang out with you?" And it's like,
wow.
Oh yeah, pull up a chair, dude. So he sat around the campfire for like an hour and talked. It was a lot of politics, a lot of politics and stuff like that. So we weren't super invested, but then we got into climbing and it was fine. We were all in accordance and agreement with that.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that was. There's always a bunch of people. I think that we had 130 people come out this year for the Butte Boulder Bash, and
was there like a main winner, or is it by division?
So there's different divisions. There's kids, young adults, and seniors, or I guess adults and seniors, and then there's the most points that you get, which is I think the best of 5 routes, your top points. And they do that, and then they also have, it's a marathon, which is how many boulders can you climb in a day in the 6 hours. And
what's who won that? How many boulders?
I think the winner got like 250 boulders. It was insane.
In 6 hours?
In 6 hours. Well, a lot of them are like, they're all super close to each other. And like the people that do it are usually climbing, like there's grades. It goes from V0 to V17, which V17, like 4 people in the world can climb. And most of them, they'll climb through like the V0s through the V5s. And you don't really need a pad for like, when you're a V8, V9 climber, you don't need a pad for those. They'll just go in, take one, throw it down, climb up, do all of the easy routes, and that's what they do. And that's the marathon. So there was only actually 2 people that did it this year, and it was one girl, or well, I guess it was 3 people, because 2 girls did it together as a team, which they just split the prize. And then there was one older guy who did it, and he was probably in his like late 50s, early 60s, and they all tied.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and these girls were like 20. They were pretty young.
Okay.
So,
well, very nice.
mm-hmm.
And you were BMXing or motorcycle or dirt bike or just for fun?
Oh, just for fun, yeah.
Okay.
Last year I did a lot of mountain biking over on the trails.
Yeah.
And
we did that together once. Like years ago.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, that was years ago.
I want to get a good bike. I don't have a good bike.
I got a really good deal on a mountain bike from Play It Again. And
that's where I'm looking too. They seem to have a really good selection.
They do have good bikes. I got mine from there, and it's like, dude, we used to ride do you remember the Shasta? Like the old super crappy Walmart bike that was from like the 90s? We'd take those
I don't
out.
think I remember that.
We had
the one I drive is a probably mid 2000s Walmart bike.
Mm-hmm.
The blue one. I still have that one.
We had one that's kind of like that, and it's just like we would ride that and it was like, this hill sucks. Like I can't do this anymore. Yeah,
my gears don't shift at all.
Mm-mm.
So you're just like always. It's not terrible. I think you're in like 3rd or 4th gear most of the time, but I'd like to be able to. Boy, that's a big hill. Better throw it in 1st. That'd be really nice. Or boy, sure are going down a hill. I'd love to throw it in 8th instead of 2nd.
Yeah, and you're sitting there and you're like, all right, well, I got a quarter of the way up the hill. I have to walk it now. I didn't have to do that with this bike at all. It's
really,
yeah, super nice.
Very nice.
I'm selling my dirt bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much?
$2,000. Which is, I mean, I put 4 into it and I bought it for $500.
Don't sell it to Ezra. That engine will be blown up.
I think it wants to anyway.
He's the worst luck with vehicles.
He does have the worst luck, and his bike hasn't ran all. He was gonna get his bike running so we could go riding, and then he just
got married
so
instead.
busy. He had a kid, and we've been so busy. Well, he's been really busy on the weekends too. Like you helped him build his shed. You know,
I was there.
Were you doing siding with him, or were you doing the roof?
I helped him a little bit with the west side of the shed, and then I helped him a little bit with the roof, and that's when I shot myself with a nail gun.
Jonah's a survivor.
Really, I actually put in like a solid hour at most of labor.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly just us chatting.
It's like when you showed up at the shop yesterday. It's like, I don't want to work. I want to sit here and talk.
I know. I probably shouldn't have done that because it was like, Ezra's being really cool, but I could tell he was like, well, great. I guess we're not getting anything done.
And I left too because we were just kind of moping around pretty much. We were like very quiet.
Yeah, everybody seemed sad.
Yeah.
I have that effect on people.
Sleepy.
Good grief.
It's the.
Oh, brother.
Inside jokes for the audience.
Dinkelberg.
I had the opportunity to play drums for a band that Jonah plays drums with.
That's right, you did. How do you think that went?
I think it was fun.
That's exactly the word I'd use. When people say, how'd he do? I say, he did fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I'm hoping
you did just fine. You didn't do any worse than I did on the bass.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw, I played a keyboard solo.
Do you have it? Did you get a video of it?
I do. You can't even hear it. But you just see me. It occurred to me I didn't know how to play the song. So I'm just like trilling between, I knew what key it was in. I knew it was in I think it was in A. So I just kept hitting A and B. Dun 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 dun.
Do you actually know like the keys on a keyboard?
I do.
Dude.
And I have perfect pitch.
I know.
So I know like
Jealous.
I knew the chord structure, but I wasn't super familiar with the song, and I didn't want to like start hitting hard chords.
What song was that?
I could look it up. I think it was maybe Red House.
There was one song that you guys started playing when I first got on stage that I was trying to find. Actually.
You just see me going tapping 2 notes on the keyboard. Yeah, that's Red House.
That was so fun.
I've never heard that song until I played with these guys, and now we play it every week. And he got home and the key wouldn't unlock the door. So then he got with his sister. That was the song.
I was like, who are you talking about right now?
The song, Red House.
This song.
What? That's a dope video, by the way. That's Born to Be Wild.
Born to Be Wild, yeah.
And I kept doing the fill at the wrong time because I've never actually heard the original song. I've only done it. Can I see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You gotta find it.
I don't know. The angle looks cool on that. Oh, and I was screwing around. Will you send that to me over text?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That was fun, man. That really was a blast.
I had all the boys want to come back and do it again.
You should. It was a blast. Come play another song on drums.
There we go.
They don't care. They thought it was fun. I was talking to the band after, trying to take the temperature and see
if they actually
was that okay? Am I gonna get fired? And they were like, dude, if you can't have fun at a show, why even play? And I was like, that's a great point.
I'm gonna get a new costume and come back next week.
I really want to get the banana costume.
I have it's a sumo wrestler. It's the one that has the sumo wrestler holding the kid.
Oh, very nice.
And you're the kid. What's that song? Born to Be Wild?
Born to Be Wild.
Okay, I need that song. I have to put it in my phone now or else I won't remember.
Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf.
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 Very good.
We're getting canceled for sure. It actually sounds really good when the drummer doesn't play the fill 5 separate times because he's trying to figure out where it goes.
It's all right. The only thing that I knew how to hit was the snare and the snare.
I wish we had a video.
We do.
We do?
My buddy got a video.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull me up a picture of the first homosexual pirate. Let's see. Jamie, let me see a Southwest Asian woman knitting.
Speaking of knitting, I'm going to the Knitting Factory next week in Spokane, Washington to watch one of my favorite bands perform.
The Knitting Factory?
It's called the Knitting Factory. I actually got to headline the Boise Knitting Factory with Overtime. Well, I didn't headline it. I was the drummer for the headliner, but...
That's cool.
But yeah, let's pull that up. Let's hear it.
Boy, no.
Here we go. Isaiah drumming, everybody.
Notice the lack of drums. The lady was sitting there and she's like, use your kick, and I'm like, snare.
Use your kick.
He actually got a lot of videos of that.
Holy moly. That was nice of him.
Same guy.
Oh, good old Kobe. He was fun. He was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have him on.
That would honestly be really fun. Except he gets kind of socially awkward, and then after like 5 drinks, everything just comes in at once, and he becomes the most like talkative. Not even talkative. He just runs around.
Breaking news, everyone. Alcohol makes you more lucid. This is a rare discovery.
We would lose him.
Scientific breakthrough on the Montanarchy Podcast. Alcohol makes you less socially awkward. This is the first time anyone's ever discovered this.
This guy, we lose him. You can be in Snits, which is like a
terrible
20 by 50 bar. It's not a big bar.
No.
And we can be in there for 2 hours and we will lose him, and he'll be in the same room as you the entire time, and you can't find him. But like we went down to Nevada, and we have a problem with losing each other. Like we had a little group this summer, and whenever we went to do anything, we were all together. But if we were out together, then you just lose people. It's just how it goes. We find everybody at the end of the night sometimes. Like it's like a 40% chance that you'll find everyone. But we went down to Nevada. There's 10,000 people at this festival. And we found each other probably 30 times throughout the night. Like, and we were on opposite ends. Like every time you'd find someone, it would be on an opposite end of the place, which there's 2,700 campers there. So it was like a quarter mile by quarter mile of campers. Just like, just slammed in there. But we found each other.
Ezra has this inside joke where he says, that was an Isaiah story. And my friend, that was an Isaiah story.
It comes with the territory. Talking into a microphone's so weird.
It is, isn't it?
I feel like I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to be like, ew.
You know, I hate the sound of my voice, and I actually haven't been too bothered by... I actually think doing this has helped me... Like, listening to my voice helps me go back and, like, say I actually want to talk more like this. It's almost made me more confident.
That's true. I could see that. But except the more I listen to it, the more I'm like,
here's the thing about voices, and this is true for the gym, too. If you go to the gym and you're worried about other people looking at you, there's a 99% chance that no one's looking at you because they're thinking, I hope everyone's not looking at me. And that's the same with the voice. Most people aren't going to notice or care about if your voice cracks a little bit or if your voice is a little raspy. They're worried about their own.
That's true.
Or they're not worried about it at all. And that's where I try to be. I haven't had one guest that I'm like, man, their voice is terrible. Yeah. I have the worst voice out of anyone that's been on the podcast, and mine's doing all right, so we're good.
No, you have the narrator voice. You have the perfect voice for a podcast. All right, folks, and today we will be talking about...
That's the inflections, though.
Yeah.
That's more of the customer service voice.
Yeah.
Hi, folks, how are we doing today? Are we going to be looking for any particular type of pants?
Selling fireworks. I never had a customer service voice when we sold fireworks.
I didn't either. I was like, hey, you should buy this thing. It's really expensive, but it's going to be the best thing you've ever seen.
Yep. There's a certain group of people that live in Montana, and they live in little communities, and they come into town to buy fireworks and stuff to put on for everyone. And they will haggle you. Jonah knows who I'm talking about, probably.
Everyone knows who you're talking about.
If you're from Montana or literally have been outside.
Every listener of the show knows exactly who you're talking about, but nice try to disguise.
So anyway, the hoots come in, and they'll sit there.
They're not going to hear this. It's
and
okay.
They'll say, "Oh, I think that can you work me out a deal on that thing right there?" And I'll say, "No, that's how much it is. It's $25."
I don't make the rules, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, that's how much. Well, if I buy that, do you think that I could get one of them for free? No.
Spend $2,000 and I will give you one $50 item for free. End of story.
And that's what Destry always does.
That's what the policy is.
Yeah.
That's 100% what it is. Like,
well, I guess you actually learned the policies because you were managing.
I did, and I think I felt so dumb this year because I told her I wasn't going to work last minute, and then my job screwed me. And
did you work?
For one day, because she took me off the schedule because I said I couldn't work, and then I went crawling back and was like, hey, can I actually work? And she was like, nope. And then she gave me 2 days to work. But it's cool. I got to drive the float in the parade.
Oh, nice.
And then
was it on the big flatbed?
Yeah, with Jake and Kim Blaine.
Mm-hmm.
His band was playing. And then that was a good time.
Do you remember when you played drums on top of the fireworks stand?
I do. I'm going to bring that back next year. I talked to Jeff and was like, hey, Jeff, I don't want to ask you this if I'm not working, but would you be interested in me doing that? And he was like, yes. So I'll probably do that again next year.
You should do that. We should get a band.
That'd be fun.
I'm trying to think of who, because we probably wouldn't want it to be, why am I blanking your band name right now? Dominic's band.
I'm not in his band.
Oh, not anymore.
No.
Or did you just drum on occasion?
I do gigs, and I'm going to slow down from that and take a long break so I can re-examine my life and my place in the universe.
That's probably a good plan.
It is. I haven't taken a break from music since I started, basically since I joined metal bands like October of 2022. I've just been full send in it. Yeah, 100%. Not a serious break from music because I started that, immediately jumped into 2 metal bands. I quit one, was really, really intense with this one metal band. Started DJing once that started slowing down. Then right as winter hit, I joined Overtime. I had 2 weeks to learn 20 songs for his tour. Full-time drummed all year last year.
You did that in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, I had 2 weeks to learn 20 songs. Yeah, no, that was what the thing was, is that the guy before me quit 2 weeks before their first rehearsal. So I read on a Sunday that he quit because I knew who he was. So I messaged the guitarist because I knew him too. Said, hey, do you need a drummer? And he said, yeah, here's 4 songs. Send me video. The next day I went to my studio and for 2 hours sat and recorded until I had 4 good songs. And he had me redo 1. But within 2 days I turned them all in and was accepted as the drummer.
Do you just go in and you just put your own drums and you're like, this is what I think will sound good?
Yep, that's 100% what happened.
Is that just like your job as a drummer? It's just, you're like, I think that this sounds good, and I'm gonna make everyone.
Almost always.
Really? That's kinda cool.
It depends on the gig. So I do a country gig, and most of it for that is keep it simple, keep the beat, do not screw around. Like, it's very serious. Like, I don't get a lot of room to have honking chickens or let my friends come up and play that have never touched drums before. It's very keep the beat, and that's fine. That has its place. And then like the classic rock thing is literally, it's just, if I have fun, the audience will have fun. So I try to just be as ridiculous as possible, and the crowd loves it.
Yeah.
Usually. But I have some crazy antics. But for the most part, even when I used to do worship team, when I was on tour with Overtime, when I was in my metal band, I think that's why the metal band doesn't like me anymore. Because I pretty much said, hey, these drum parts are great, but I'm not playing them. I'm playing whatever I want. And they didn't like that. And fair enough. But my parts were better.
I've seen you drum. I believe it.
Yeah. So audience never complained. And that's the most important thing, is like, if your audience doesn't have a problem with what you're doing, then what's the deal? Yeah. That's what you're there for. You're not there for. So anyway.
Do you really do rehearsals? Like, do you do rehearsals with bands, really? The ones like that you play with? Or
not
you just
for gigs.
Go in and just play?
I have 2 shows upcoming with the metal band from Missoula. I'm going to do 2 with them, and I do rehearse that by myself, not with them, because they're all in Missoula. But no, other than that, no. I just go in. I oftentimes don't even know the songs. But it's easy when you're a drummer. They say, swing, feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's just, I know, okay, do, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's the looks they'll give you. If they raise their head, that usually means you're about to either do a pause or a big hit. So if they go, bah, that's usually a big hit. Or if they go, I don't know.
We need a camera for this podcast.
I can't explain it, but there's looks, and if you just watch what the other musicians are doing, then you can usually get through it without much of an issue.
We had a band. Well, I can't even say we had a band. We tried to start a band in high school, and our name was Frog Ass. And we even had we have a photo. I ran across it yesterday in my phone looking for something, and it was like a blue frog. It was like someone went in and made us a logo and everything. It was a band for 2 weeks. We played Green Day covers.
Terrible.
Our bass player and our guitar player were dating.
What am I, Justin Bieber?
And they broke up 2 weeks after we started the band. And
that was it.
And I played keyboard and cello on Green Day songs. I don't know how cello really got worked in there. I was like, yeah, I play an instrument. And they're like, all right, let's have a band. And it's like, okay.
Wake me up.
Do you have the time to do me?
Dun, 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 dun.
I think that one of the guys he is in a band. One of the guys that we had. And then
what band?
Speedway. They play in Great Falls sometimes, but I can't.
Super Sport.
Oh,
yeah. They're way done. What was the guy's name though? Oh,
Zane Lambert. He was their drummer.
Oh, he was the old drummer for the metal band I was in.
Yeah. Everyone used to think we were brothers.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
He played with. It was Super Sport. Yeah, they don't play anymore. They had their last show.
When did they have it?
years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got together not super long ago and did a bunch of Space Heater songs.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard Space Heater. I wasn't involved really in the music scene until 2022. I only ever played at church, and then I took a break from playing for probably 2 years. And then I met a buddy who was a DJ, and we started throwing shows together, and I decided to do drumming over a DJ set to get music gigs going.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that one show and was approached by a band and was like, will you come play drums for us? And
yes.
So, and I did for several months. I played with them, almost a year I played with them. And then that led me to my other old metal band. And that led me to, because of my old metal band, I played with Jamal Greeley, who's the guitarist for Overtime.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew him. So then when the old drummer quit Overtime, I messaged Jamal and said, hey, can I be your drummer? And and that went that way. So
it's kind of cool.
It's nuts, man.
I feel like the music scene is just like, people just see you and they're like, we want you. Can we have you? Oh, we can't have you right now? Can we have you later?
Almost any drummer. It isn't just me. Like, there's a ton of guitarists. There's not very many bass players, and there's not very many drummers. Like, off the top of my head, well, the group we had was Johnny Hool, who, by the way, is like one of the top blues guitarists in the state, if not in the region.
He was super cool.
And then Steve Keller, also a great guitarist. Derek French was there. He's a good guitarist. Clint Ryman's the other guy I play with. Great guitarist. He is Ian with him. He's a good guitarist. Villian, he was previously on my podcast. So there you go. That's 5 right off the top of my head with 2 groups I played with. There's so many guitarists. There's no drummers. Or there's like 3. But like the big ones are all already committed to a group. Like
you and Zane are the only 2 people I've ever met that play guitar. Or not guitar.
Drums. Well, you have like Matt Delamara plays with 50 Watt Sun, but he mostly only plays with them. Anyway, the point is just like a lot of the drummers around here are committed to one band, and they don't normally venture outside of that except to cover. So, but there's a few good ones around here.
I think that this is the most locked in I've been in a conversation in like maybe months.
That's good. This is good.
This is like the most like
this is only like the 12th or 13th episode. I don't know where we're at, but this has improved my conversation skills doing this. I swear it has.
Yeah. Like, mine go up when I get bored. I have to meet people. I'm like, okay, I need to get out of my house and I'll go to the gym and I'll start talking. That's how I got out of my shell, was at the gym.
Yeah.
Like walking up to people like, dude, you look great. Like what do you want? Like starting it and then going. And you get into it, and then you start talking, and then all of a sudden, it's like a group of like 15 people gathered around.
There you go.
We started bringing cameras.
Really?
We started bringing a camera to the gym. I stink. And, one of my buddies did. And it turns out I'm lethal with a camera in my hand. I'm not allowed to have a camera because everything gets very out of pocket very fast.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I don't think that you could post it on YouTube.
No, probably not. That makes a lot of sense for you. No, dude, there's something about a man's journey where he realizes the necessity of, okay, I have to cold approach people and talk to them, or my life is going to be much less interesting. And once you can get past that, it's one of the biggest steps in becoming like a real man. And I stand by that.
It's like people talking about like, well, I don't know how to start, or like even people talking about like, I really want a relationship. And it's like, okay, dude, look at what you're doing. You're sitting at home.
Yeah.
Like all I know that you do is you play video games, which I don't really hang out with these people, honestly.
Yeah.
Do that. So it's like, look at your life. You're sitting at home.
Yeah.
You're still going to your mom's house to have meals cooked for you. And you're an adult. Like you're in your 20s.
Sure.
You need to go out and you need to actually like make conversation. And well, that's stupid.
No, it's not.
No, man.
It's absolutely not.
You need that because you don't have to.
And you're going to be terrible at it at first.
Yeah.
You're going to approach people and it's going to be awkward and you're going to be weird and they're going to look at you like you're a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
But that's great because at some point you will get better at it. And that's been my experience.
Yeah.
Now, 80% of the time, if I walk up to someone and strike up a conversation, it goes really well.
Yeah.
And very rarely do I just totally say the wrong thing and, oh, well, they don't like me and fair enough.
It's not very often that I meet people that I genuinely am like, no, I don't like you. Like most people, especially right off bat. Like they're not going in and showing you their deepest side. Some people are just like straight to like, when I was a child. And I'm like, all right, hold up, hold up. Pump the hate brakes.
Yeah.
And then most people you walk up to, it's like we can have a 10-minute conversation about anything under the sun.
Sure.
Like I'll usually bring up like either dirt bikes or climbing or like, you ever been skydiving? That's been my new move.
Yeah.
Skydiving.
You've been skydiving?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's fun. Actually, no, the first time, I'd never been on a plane my first time ever in my life. So I was really scared of the plane ride.
You were scared of the plane ride, but not the skydiving?
Well, okay. So I was with
the pilot's trained.
I was I was going tandem, and we showed up. I was with my high school girlfriend at the time. We were working over on that hot springs job, and she was like, "We should go skydiving." Like, and I was like, "All right, I'll go watch you." Sure. And we pulled up, and the entire time she's like, "You need to go skydiving." I'm like, "No, I'm not jumping out of a plane. That's stupid. Why would I do that?" And then we pulled up, and I was watching them jump, and I was like, "Huh, that kind of looks fun." And I'm watching these people do backflips and all this stuff midair, and I'm like, oh, "Okay, I could get into that." So I went inside, and you sign like 30 pieces of paper that are like, "Okay, you might die." Check. Okay. Okay, so there's a chance you're gonna die. Okay, check. So death is imminent. Okay, check. And then they sit you down in a room. Actually, they sit you down in the room and watch this video before you sign the paperwork. And it's all about death and what can go wrong when you're skydiving. And
Holy moly.
And it's from like the 90s. Like, it's an old video.
If you go skydiving, you are going to die.
You could die.
You could hit the ground at 350 miles per hour.
Yeah.
That's like getting crushed by 8 semi-trucks.
It's like, okay, that doesn't matter because I'm not going to feel it, hopefully.
Not for more than a second.
No. So they put you through all this. They make you sign all the paperwork. And then you go out to the hangar and you just hang out with all the people because it's a skydiving festival that we went to. And there was like 100 or 200 people. There's actually a ton of people. There might have been more. And there was this deaf guy there with a dog. And I was talking to him. He just had his phone out, and I would just type something, and then he'd type something back to me. Super cool guy. We get into the plane. And my guy goes, "Yeah, so I've been smoking and drinking since 8 this morning." It was like 3 in the afternoon. And I'm like, "I'm about to be strapped to you, Joe."
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." I'm like, okay, I'm just going to trust my life with you.
That's something that I would never tell someone if I had done.
And he was not a nice guy. Like, this guy sucked. Like, my experience with that guy
You didn't tell on him?
Well, no.
I would have been like, "Hey, guys, I don't want to be strapped to this guy. He's drunk."
Well, he let me know when I was in the plane. I was like, well, I'm kind of committed now. So,
I would have been like, "Hey, I'm not willing to die. We can either turn around or you can switch me people, but this guy says he's drunk and I'm good on that." I would have to be drunk to do that.
I was just more annoyed with his personality because he wouldn't smile or anything. He was just super like, "Yes, we're going to do this. Okay. Do you get me?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." I was like,
sounds like you
18.
know what you're doing.
I was like, "Okay, sure."
Sounds like you're good at making decisions.
Well, the deaf guy, they opened the hatch, and I was tandem, but they opened the hatch, and this guy jumps off the wall and does a flip out the hatch, and I'm like, "That's awesome!" And we get over, and I'm like, I wasn't nervous at all, up to this point. And we got over, and I looked down, and I saw the ground like spinning. I got vertigo, and I was like, I have a video of it, and in the video, you can see in my eyes, like the second that we jump, my whole face just goes, and then I was like, "This is awesome!" And I told my dad about it, and he's like, "Well, I don't know how you'd get out of a perfectly good plane." We went down to Vegas last year, and he's like, "I think I want to go skydiving." I'm like, "Okay." So we went skydiving together down in Vegas, and he was like, I have a picture of him after, and he had the biggest smile on his face. He loved it.
Wow.
And now he was going to take my mom skydiving actually at the last festival, but their plane broke, and then they had someone die. So death is imminent sometimes.
Your dad has some hilarious sayings that I often think to myself. Ezra used to say, if you left the door open and the heat was on, he'd say, "I'm not paying to heat outside."
Yep.
And I don't know why that's so funny.
Every time we had friends over, they were like, your dad. Actually, it was my mom. They're like, "Your mom scares me," because my mom's
Your mom scares me.
jacked, and she's cool. Like,
she scares me more than your dad.
Is it because she's always smiling? Like, she's always
I
happy.
have never ever seen her smile. She never smiles around me.
Really?
I think it's because I know that I wouldn't say your dad's scary. I'd say that I wouldn't mess with him. But anytime he's ever scolded me, I had it coming. It's well deserved.
Well, we got spanked growing up, and people are like, "Well, that's abuse." And like when I hear that from
No, it's not.
parents, and I'm like, I can look back and I think almost there's maybe one or two that like I don't think were really necessary, but at the end of the day, we had almost every single one of those coming that we got. It was like, yeah, that's fair. I could see how we got there, because
sure,
we would run around. It wasn't like we didn't get kicked out of the house or anything. It was just like, well, we don't want you inside watching movies, and we didn't want to just sit inside, so we go outside and meet the neighbor kids, and we go to the park and ride our bikes.
Ezra and Brandon used to go gopher fishing.
We love gopher fishing.
That's
or
so much fun.
You take a Pringles can. Did you ever do this? You take a Pringles can, you tape it to a can of like carrots or something. I know, something empty. Punch a hole in the bottom. Punch a hole in the Pringles can, and in the bottom can you spray hairspray in it, and then light it, and you can launch a tennis ball like 300 yards. It's really fun.
What does the carrots have to do with that?
It's a can of like a Pringles can. like a Pringles can,
like a potato gun,
and a vegetable can. Yeah, pretty much. Just made out of cans. You just tape the Pringles can to like any vegetable can.
And
that's
I see.
That's like your ignition, and it.
I see. I see. I'm tracking now. I was like, you put a carrot in there and then a tennis ball? Does a tennis ball or does a carrot kick it or something? I gotta pee.
Okay.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a break. I'm not done, but I do want to take a break.
I also need to pee.
Okay, word. We'll be back. So, do you have any crazy high school stories?
High school stories? Not really. I was pretty on the straight. I didn't hang out with people in high school.
You're 22 now?
Yeah, I'm 22 now. I hung out with you and Ezra in high school, and that was
that's not good.
Yeah, I hung out with you guys for the most part.
That's bad.
When I was 18, though, as soon as I turned 18, because I was working at the country club, I became a bartender.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so as soon as I was 18, make an 18-year-old a bartender because you trust him. And then...
Bad idea.
Yeah. So my first day when I was 16, or my third day, sorry, I was working until 3 a.m. We had to do a setup, and my mom calls the country club at like 12:30, and she's like, "Is Isaiah there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's there. Do you want to talk to him?" She's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Work? You just called me." and she's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I'm working." And then after that day, it was pretty much like I could come home at 6 a.m. and say, "I was doing setup. Sorry, we were busy." So I
ran a school night.
Oh yeah, I got the superintendent of our schools absolutely just pie-eyed one night, and I was working a wedding, and I was feeding her drink after drink after drink, and I showed up to school the next day. It was like a Thursday or something, and she walks in looking all haggard, and I'm like, "Hey."
Did she know it was you?
Yeah, she just looked at me and goes, like, kind of gave me like a weird look and just goes, "Hey." I was like, "How you feeling?" And she goes, like, kind of looked at me and just goes,
like, did she know you the night before as one of her students?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
because she was a superintendent. So I don't know what she was doing there the next day, but it was not. She was looking pretty rough. Here's a joke.
After further review, we determined that the joke was that was a no-go. So we cut that one out. Maybe no more jokes.
Jonah walked out of the room.
I did. Not only was it very inappropriate, it's very dumb. So piano. Have you ever played piano? You said you're in a band. Have you ever played on stage?
I've never. Have I played piano?
You used to make beats, didn't you?
I made music. Yeah, that was a.
You ever do anything with that?
They were awful. They
got better at the end. They improved.
I went back. Well, I lost my old audio files, but I had the ones from when I updated everything, and because Ableton updated to Ableton 10 live, and I had 9. And 9, the music that I had on 9 was decent, but it all got corrupted when it updated. I don't know why, but nothing transferred, which sucked. I still have my keyboard. I sold my speakers and my mixer to some guy that makes EDM in Shoto. And
wait, what's his name?
I don't know.
I bet I know who it is. Because I know a guy who does EDM in Shoto. I can't remember his name.
It's probably that guy.
It probably is that guy.
Super tatted, I think.
Oh, I bet it's that same guy.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. But he wanted some more stuff, and we were in contact for a little bit. But No, I just started playing piano again like a week ago. And I was playing my keyboard and it just didn't sound as good as I wanted to. So I went on a marketplace 2 days ago and I went and got a piano and moved it into my apartment. It was awful because it was super heavy. But my neighbors apparently love it.
Good
so
for
that's
you.
cool. But they're not going to I told them, I was like, after a week, you're not going to like it anymore, I promise. Like, me practicing piano is not exciting for anyone. I don't even like it, and I'm the one doing it.
You can always turn it down. No, it's a real piano?
It's a piano. It's a real piano.
It's a real piano.
It's a upright piano.
Holy moly, you can fit that in your apartment. How big is your apartment?
Not big, but it fits in the corner. Just come over after this. We'll play piano.
Let's do it. That sounds fun.
I was actually going to ask you on the way over. I was like, do you want to come over to the house?
Yeah, I haven't been to your place yet.
It's
and you haven't been to my new one yet either.
Because you used to live a block away from me.
I did. I mean, that was a fun place.
I mean, we do this thing where, because we even did it, like when you and Ezra started hanging out again, like it's in spurts. Like where we see each other a bunch. Granted, we're obviously not seeing each other every single day now, but I've seen you more in the last 2 weeks than I've seen you in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's tough because we all have lives. We're all busy.
Yeah, we're all busy now.
You know,
we're adults. We don't have time to sit around.
Ezra's married.
Play Battlefront.
And he always says like, "Hey, just come over whenever." And I'm always like, "I mean, you're married. I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't want to intrude." And he said, "Give me an hour heads up." I'm like, "Okay, that's fair." Because he said, "If I'm really busy, I'll tell you not to come over within an hour."
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always like, "Man, I don't want to do that." Like, you know what I mean?
I showed up to his house the other day. Or it was like 8 o'clock at night because I was like, oh, I could help him unpack the trailer or pack the trailer. I think it was Wednesday night. And I was like, I can help him. So I showed up and he was in the house putting his kids to bed and we were just sitting there and I was like, all right, I'm going to go home. I was there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, there was one night, either he called me or I called him about something.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe you should come over. It was probably 7:45 and I said, okay, I'm drumming for a little longer, but maybe. And he says, let me ask the wife. So he hung up. I never heard from him. She said no.
Yep.
And fair enough. Like, they get to do that.
Yeah, they're married. I thought I'd be married with a kid by now. I had a whole plan.
Yeah.
Now we're here. But honestly,
I've got a plan.
My plan is now I just need to make as much money as possible while being single and having cheap rent.
That's a good point. How much is your rent?
$500 a month for a 2-bed.
What the heck? That's free.
Yeah.
Do you need a roommate?
I've had my buddies ask me that. I can never have a roommate, I don't think, because I don't like dealing with other people's mess. And right now,
have you been to my house?
You keep your stuff in order.
I have no mess.
Yeah. I have
and Nick's pretty good too. I think I'm a little better than Nick, but he is pretty good. Like, our house is clean.
I have a mess right now because I was supposed to switch my laundry over before I came to this. Oh no. I just moved that piano in there, my activity room, which is where I keep like all my climbing pads and my rope, and
your junk.
That's hammered from summer because normally I have everything set on the walls.
It's like a junk drawer of a room.
Right now it is.
If you just get mad one day, take 10 minutes and clean it. That's what I do. If I get mad, although my room is so small, my room is smaller than this room.
Yeah.
My house is smaller than this room.
This is kind of a big room.
This is kind of a big room.
Yeah,
I should set up and live down here. What's wrong with me? Like, this would be better than my house.
You already have the Red Bull fridge.
I do. I have a very nice Red Bull cooler.
Drums. You could stick your bed like right here in between. Just get a twin.
When I went on tour, everything I owned was in this room.
Yeah.
At one point.
It's just
every single thing, and it was tight. I actually don't know. It's cheap as crap, but I don't know. Like, I've thrown a few things away, but it's actually like pretty organized in here, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, for how much music stuff you have in here, I'm really bad at talking into the mic because I want to look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the music stuff that you have in here,
it still doesn't work. Well, here, take a minute.
Let me. I sold my cello so that I could buy a crotch rocket.
Wow.
That is such a weird, like, I think it's funny. I always thought that was funny because I sold it because I wanted money for a crotch rocket, and then I look back and I'm like,
a dirt bike or a motorcycle?
Like a street
Does it
bike.
run?
Like the meow.
Does it run?
I blew it up. It's gone now. I sold it. We like to go fast. But that was a good thing. Blowing that up was a good thing. It was actually, I was riding, away from people, and and
You got away?
got away.
Nice.
Because that's like all there is to do. I feel like when you have a crotch rock in such a small town, and
They were getting you for speeding?
oh yeah, absolutely. So I made it from Airport Hill to the base, or from the base to up to Airport Hill and back while packing a bag in 12 minutes.
What? How? What road? 10th?
10th,
Was it late at night?
120, 1 or 2 in the
Oh,
morning.
so no one was driving.
Yeah, I was like,
No red lights.
It was like I was going like 120 at like 1 or 2 in the morning. It was like, but I went across the bridge, and as soon as I got away, I money shifted, which is where instead of shifting up, you shift down, and I revved, and it just went, and it locked up, and it didn't throw me because I was slowing down, and I just like was like, well, that's that bike, and I pulled it over to the side of the road, put it in a bush, and called my friend and was like, hey, I need you to come with me for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Rip.
no, that was a good thing.
That probably is a good thing if that's what you're doing on it.
Because I like even when I ride dirt bikes, when I ride alone, honestly, it's the worst. Because when I ride with people, I don't like eating their dust, and I want them to stay with me. So I like if I'm in the middle, I ride kind of slow. If I'm in front, I'm usually riding with someone that doesn't really know what they're doing. When I ride alone, I'm like, I could do whatever I want. But the issue is I'm alone. Like I had last year, my bike, I blew my tire and then it wouldn't start, and I was all the way back up a trail in the middle of the week. It was like a Tuesday, and like I had a broken wrist and I dislocated my shoulder before that, and it was just me back there, and I was like, well, this sucks. So I just rode out on my blown tire, and was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do that again, I don't think.
Wow.
I was camping alone 2 weeks ago. This is actually kind of spooky. I was camping alone. I don't know if I told you this story yet. And it was like 2 PM. I get back to camp, and I just had my truck there, my ramp, and I had a camping chair, and I sat down in it for a second for a breather, and it felt like someone walked behind me, touched me on the shoulder, and then
you
kept
did say
going.
that.
Huh?
You did. I think either you or Ezra say that.
Yeah, it was spooky, and I
That's
was like,
weird. And you never figured out what it was?
well, no, because that happened, and all of a sudden I started like out of the corner of my eye. I'm not paranoid in the woods. We grew up in the woods. I'm used to it. And out of the corner of my eye, and when I started like blinking, I was like seeing this lady on the edge of my camp, like walking around. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like, I'm just tired. So I went out for another ride, got back 5 or 6. And I made dinner, got my tent set up and everything. And I like sit down to eat, and all of a sudden it like physically feels like someone walks by my chair and like touches my right shoulder and then keeps going. Like it feels like there was like just like hand on my shoulder, and I was like, okay. I was like, that's kind of weird. And it was like didn't stop. And by 8 o'clock at night, I was so spooked out. Like I would say I was probably more terrified than I've ever been in my life because I was alone. And I kept on seeing this weird lady out of the corner of my eye. And I was sitting there, and I had my shotgun on one side and my tent in my lap, and I was like looking around like this. The fire was too bright, so I hopped in my truck, put my shotgun in my tent, hopped in my truck, turned the lights on, couldn't see anything. So I turned on the dome lights. I was just sitting there for like 30 minutes and was like, you know what? Screw this. So I drove away, slept at the base of the canyon, came back. Nothing was moved or anything. And my buddy was meeting me that day, so we went and rode all day. I also saw 2 grizzly bears that day. That was pretty cool. And got back to town. My buddy's like, well, let's go watch the new Conjuring movie. And I was like, okay. So we go to the Conjuring movie, and I was like, it's just a horror movie. It's not gonna like spook me. And the demon like grabs her on her right shoulder, the girl, and that's where he grabs her the whole movie. This is the only one that's ever got me because it was just so spooky and similar. And then she gets like possessed, and she shows up, and I'm like, that's the girl I was seeing. That's who was in my camp last night. And I was like, I don't like this. I was honestly wanted to walk out. I was like, so I went home and prayed for a very long time.
Excellent answer.
I went home and prayed for like 20 minutes. I was like, okay, that's good. But that was the spookiest experience that I've ever had in the woods.
Wow, I feel boring. I've had no spooky experiences in the woods.
That's probably for the best, because I don't ever want to go back to the campsite.
I don't ever go by myself, though.
Yeah.
Which probably is a main contributing factor to, I bet 80% of spooky experiences in the woods have been alone or involve drugs.
Well, yeah.
And I don't do drugs or go into the woods alone.
I don't mind going alone, because I normally sleep in the van, but the van's broken down right now and needs a new starter. So I was in my truck, so I was just sleeping in a tent.
Oh.
So.
How big's your truck?
How big is it?
Yeah.
It's just it's the extended crew cab, so it's like a shorter back seat, 6 foot bed.
I was going to say, you could almost sleep in the back.
I wouldn't want to sleep outside that night. I was like, yeah. I slept next to the hippie caves. Have you ever been to the hippie caves?
I have, in Monarch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ezra told me he's wanted to sleep up there before.
Yeah, I slept right at the base of them, and just went back at like 7 in the morning, 7:30.
Nice.
So, but that was a really fun ride, actually. That next day was definitely worth it. Some of the sketchiest terrain I think I've been on in a long time, because you're riding on a rock slide, which is like, it's the road, and on one side it's like rock slide up above you, and then on one side it's rock slide below you, and it's like this. It's like a, I don't know, 50, maybe 60 degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
Scary. And you're bouncing around the whole time riding on rocks. So, yeah.
You live a more extreme life than me, my friend. I'm not into all that.
I love it.
That's a lot.
That was what my summer was supposed to consist of, but it was just a lot of rodeos and dancing. Lots and lots of swing. We got all our friends. Well, I got all of them swing dancing for the summer, but I have one friend that's actually getting pretty good. That he's been going to classes. They have classes downtown on Wednesdays.
Where at?
Bellissimo Studio. They do salsa on Tuesday. I really want to go to the salsa class, actually.
I don't want to go to salsa, but I might do swing dancing. That sounds fun.
You should go to a rodeo next year.
I went to a rodeo 2 years ago with Nick, and because Pepsi gave us free tickets, free VIP.
Where at?
It was the one in January at the Expo Park.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was very, very boring. But what he and I did is we were like, this is actually not fun to watch at all.
Mm-hmm.
But what we figured out is that we said, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're both going to put in $5 per round. Let's say there's
gambling.
Let's say there's 15 horses. You pick the 5 you think are going to win. I pick the 5 I think we're going to win, one at a time, and we're just guessing. And then for every win you get $1. And it was fun at that point.
It's like horse races.
That's exactly what it was. And it was like, I understand why people gamble at sports now, because sports is really boring to watch. But if you put money on it.
Actually, next year, my plan, if I still have this same wild hair going up my butt, I'm going to go get on a bull next year.
Really?
I want to go ride bulls. Well, or at least ride one bull. I'm probably not going to get into it because these people that have been riding bulls have been riding since they were like 12. You know, like they're people.
I have some bulls for you. Red Bull.
Red Bulls. I ride those every day, like 4 of them.
Do you really?
I drink a lot of Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yeah.
Red Bull sponsor me. I'll do crazy things.
But not this second because you're drinking a terrible.
No, I'm drinking a Red Bull.
Fair enough. I won't even give the other terrible one a shout out. But it's
These
not.
These ones are actually pretty decent.
No, it's terrible.
I mean, they're not good for you.
Which one are you drinking?
It's tangerine, mango, guava, strawberry. Say that 10 times fast.
I used to. Or wait, I don't know. I've never liked. The only one I've ever liked was Red Bull, and I think it has more to do with the size. Because no one else has an 8 ounce.
I love Red Bulls, but those ones are a little cheaper. So
the Red Bulls are pricey.
Not at, like Walmart's still like $2.88, which is better than most drinks.
If you go to Albertsons, you can get, when they're on sale, the 8 ounce Red Bulls 2 for $4.
Really?
Yeah. Or usually the 12 ounce Red Bulls are 2 for $5 or $6.
I know what I'm gonna do. Also,
if you go to Walmart, a 12 pack right now is on sale for like $19. So you're spending like $1 and something per can. Let's get the math going on that. Hold on. $18.99 divided by 12. $1.58 per can. That's very, very
That's
cheap.
really cheap.
That's ridiculously cheap.
I
think that's cheaper than I get them in my warehouse.
I'm going to call Ezra.
No, never mind. That's still 30 cents more than my warehouse.
Sinners.
I know.
All of them.
Well, I get them as an employee cheaper. But there you go.
Also, spinning back to the dancing thing. If you want to go and have a really good time dancing, so if you go to the rodeos do have, like, there's the rodeos, but there's almost always a street dance after, like, Belt. There's a street dance after Belt. And, like, Fort Benton has one, Cascade has one, all the smaller rodeos. I shouldn't say smaller, but the small town rodeos have street dances. There's a huge street dance at the Three Forks one. And that's like, which is a little like, when you start getting closer to big towns,
I'm sure it gets off the rails.
It's less fun because it's people coming from like Bozeman and all that are like dressing up. They're playing dress up for a night, and they like, which most people do, but they play dress up for a night and they're out to like look really good. They don't really want to go out and like have fun like that. So like Fort Benton summer celebration, that was my favorite dance of all year because it was just like everyone was dancing. No one, like, everyone would say yes to dancing. And if you don't know how to dance, there's a girl somewhere out there that knows how to lead you. Like, that's how all my buddies got good. Is there's this cute gal out there, and she was like, yeah, I'll dance with you. And then another one would walk up and want to dance with her. So she'd dance with him. And they're like, this is actually really fun. Like, I'm learning how to dance, and I get to talk to girls. And I'm like, exactly. I just like dancing, though. It's an issue.
I've never liked it very much, but I've never had the opportunity to get good. Nick tried to teach me once. That was fun at the bar.
Just you and him?
Yep. We shared a nice moment together.
I was dating a gal from California, and we would go out. We went to Bozeman for her graduation and for Halloween and all that. But for her graduation, someone was playing really good swing music on the jukebox, and we started swing dancing. And then we were actually practicing a dance that was like, was it fancy footwork?
Mm-hmm.
So me and her were swing dancing, and then fancy footwork came on. We started doing that, and we had people, are you guys on a dance team? And we're like, no, we're just dating. We've just been learning these together. Which, let me tell you what, doing a choreographed dance in the middle of the bar, very gay.
Fits you perfectly, my friend. Fits you perfectly.
But it was fun. I want to learn how to pop and lock again. I did it when I was a kid.
I never knew. That was great.
Jonah looks so disappointed right now.
Well, we're about to the end here. Is there anything you want to plug before we wrap her up?
I don't think so. This is fun. This is enjoyable.
This was a good time.
There's so much to talk about that I don't know what to talk about.
That's what happens.
I've also kind of been sitting at home this week because we haven't been working as much. So
we'll have you back on. We'll take a little time. You can prepare. You can think about it. I've learned some people are better to have on one-on-one,
mm-hmm.
and then some people are better to have like in a group of 3.
I excel. I would say this about me and Ezra both. Excel in a group of 3. Like one-on-one, I enjoy.
I had a good time with Ezra. I thought Ezra was a great guest because he and I can sit here and talk. We could probably sit and talk for 6 hours.
I can probably sit there and talk to you a lot easier.
Like, I think if Ezra was here, it'd be a little easier.
Without a microphone, I don't know why. With like, I'm like,
it's almost a little intimidating.
Well, it is a little bit.
And it's not to me anymore, but you're not the only one. Almost every guest says that. Most guests are not used to microphones.
No.
So don't feel bad.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Like when you swung by the shop yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I was like, I have so much to tell you. I was like, I shouldn't have told you.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm glad I know, so I can respect you less. Well, anyway, that about wraps it up for us today. My name is Jonah. I would like to give you. I'm actually going to give you a prize and a firm handshake. 1 edit this whole episode. I guess I had to edit that one in the middle, but only one. Most have between 5 and 20. and there's one.
I tried really hard.
You did excellent.
I mentally prepared myself on the drive over.
You did excellent. I have to have this conversation with every guest, and some don't swear very much, so it's easy, and some swear a ton. The Ezra one you listen to, there's a lot of quacks, which I think is more funny than the censor bar. Every quack is a swear word, just so you know. But I've had this prize sitting here, and I've been waiting for the right person to give it to. And because of the amount of edits, it's going to take me about 4 minutes to edit. And because you've saved me from not having an episode tomorrow, I'm going to present you with your very own prize.
Yes,
as an inflatable river tube.
I actually have needed one of these for months, and because I gave my old one to a friend because I never went out, and I went out this summer all the time.
There you go. Yes. Here, let me get a picture with you. Here, hold on. I'm going to do that. There he is, everybody. Look at that. Look at that. You're the first person on the Montanarchy Podcast to win a prize. So, congratulations. Thanks for coming out. We'll have you on again. We'll have you and Ezra on one of these days.
I'm going to go home, make a song. It's called Montanarchy.
You should. You should. Anyone out there listening, no, never mind. Don't do that.
Write in, text in right now. We're taking donations.
No, we're not. No, we're not. At some point, if I get big enough, I'm not asking for donations. That's for sure. But
no.
I have a theme song I like. Holy moly. This new episode I posted soared to the most played episode.
Heck yeah.
So congratulations to Villian. You are now the most played episode. Steve Jonason coming in hot at number 2. My sister-in-law and her sister coming in at number 3 by 1 stream. And number 4 goes to my younger brother, Josiah.
Nice.
This will be the least listened to, I bet.
I guarantee it. Wait, I have your new theme song.
Right okay. Here. Is it copyrighted?
Yeah.
Oh, you can play it for like 5 seconds.
That's it.
What song is that? Well, there's another edit. Thanks for that.
That's the only reason I like that song is because I have a van. Like it's not even a good song.
No, it's not.
I just played it enough that I like. Who was it? I Pavloved myself into liking.
That's actually what happened to me with Morgan Wallen. I had to listen to so much Morgan Wallen because the country band I play with plays like 10 country or Morgan Wallen songs, and now Sublimity, I'm like, oh, it's actually not bad.
I don't like. I can't do Morgan Wallen.
He's funny through a chair.
He doesn't even like country music. He went out on an interview and was like, "I think country music sucks." And I agree with that. I was like,
I think it's a based opinion. He doesn't make it's not country.
He makes like
it's borderline pop. Like it's 100% pop. It's country with a trappy like it's I've talked about this before. It's just the formula. There's a vibe in music right now, and if you can make the vibe, even if your music sucks, even if you have no talent, even if you have no substance, then if you can fit the vibe and the song formula that's popular right now, you'll do well.
I think it's so stupid. I really, dude. Zach Top. Well, you don't even like country, so was Zach Top lately?
He's got "I Sleep Like a Baby." I like that song. No, I don't hate country. There's just a few songs in there I like. How come this is more interesting than anything we talked about the whole episode?
I know, it's because we were like trying.
What's wrong with you?
It's because we were like trying, and it's like, oh.
Now it's like, now we can sit here and
talk.
Good grief.
Now we can actually talk.
No, country's in a good spot. I do want to go on record and say I trash a lot of musical artists. I got to find her name. There's one that has a song I really like that's a pop song.
She's a country lady?
No, she's not a country lady. Gracie Abrams.
Okay.
Has a couple bangers.
I've been hearing there's a bunch of dudes that have been posting her that are like, she's so good. And I've never heard of one of her songs. I don't think. You like this?
Yes, it's a good song.
That is like the least Jonah thing you could have played.
I listen to a lot of stuff that isn't metal anymore.
You know what I started listening to?
What?
Bossa Nova. I'm not even joking.
Bossa Nova? How do I know that?
Like, I'm talking here. I'll play some Bossa Nova. This is some old bossa nova.
Yeah.
Like Laufey, Lave. Wait, hold up.
I think I'm gonna have to edit that. I played too much.
Oh, I can't play any of it.
Why?
Well, because then you have to edit it out.
No. If less than 5 seconds or less than 10 seconds,
You know
just
this
play
song.
like 5 seconds of it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's really good, which I can't actually admit to people because, well, she makes really girly music, but I don't care because it's good. I lift to that music.
Here's lifting music. Peeling flesh, baby.
Dude, I think that my main lifting song right now. Hold up. Pause.
I'm gonna cut the first hour of this, and we're just gonna start 5 minutes ago. And what happened?
Dude, because
I've been
know.
sitting here like I'm trying to make something happen here, and this is boring. And now, in the last 5 minutes, suddenly this has become interesting.
Because the rest of it was just like trying, and now we're not. That doesn't. Bleed Like Me is my #1 song right now by Trapped.
By Trapped?
Yeah.
You like Trapped?
Yeah.
Dude, everyone hates Trapped. I think they're
Really?
good. Dude, absolutely everyone
Trapped
does.
is so good.
I like Trapped. Who's going home with you tonight?
When I walked in and you guys were playing, I got a little change in my pocket going jangle-langle-lang. I was like, this is gonna be a good night.
Absolutely every band I've ever played with has played that song, except the metal band.
Because it's so good.
Leilani plays it. Clint plays it. Steve Keller plays it. Somebody else allegedly Red, I'm pretty sure, played it.
Mhm.
I played with them twice. Everyone plays that song.
Now I'm looking through my music. I'm like,
This is what happens when I have Dominic on. We just like gush about metal for hours, and I love it.
I have a bunch of like new random bands. Do you know this underground artist? They're really small. His name is Leonard Skinner.
I'm gonna mute your mic.
I got a little change in my mind. That's gonna be stuck in my head now.
Keep your hands to yourself.
What is that?
The parking lot's right there. It's somebody in the parking lot.
Every day after work gets over, as often as I can, when we're cleaning up, I play Closing Time now.
I bet Ezra loves that.
He did the first time. He's like, "This is perfect."
And then every other time he did it after, he's like,
He just
will you
doesn't
stop?
He doesn't even say anything anymore.
He's eventually going to throw your phone.
We're to the point now where we only say things to each other that we have to say to each other on the job site. And actually, one day he started being nice to me on the job site. Like he said, "Good job," or "I'm proud of you," or something. I was like, "Stop it. Don't do that." I was like, "That's weird." Like, what are you doing? I don't like it.
Oh, brother.
But it's either that or blatant bullying.
Yeah, it sounds more like it.
And that's the wrap.
Well, there you go, everybody. We had our first prize given away. I actually said more nice things about musicians than mean last week. Or not, I did a little last week with Chris. Chris told me last week that he had a buddy that got to tell Sabrina Carpenter. He was recording in a studio, and Sabrina Carpenter was in the studio next door, and she came in and started talking to him. And she was like, "Hey, do you want to come listen to my music?" And he got to tell her no. He got to reject her. And I think her music's well produced, but I gotta say that's pretty funny.
I think that she's an industry plant. Personally,
Most of the people in music are.
but she's like so hard. Like, where did she come from? No one knew who she was a year ago.
No.
It's just like,
Well, she had a song come out that was big.
she has big sleepy eyes.
Do you know Sleep Token?
Yeah.
Dude, this can be. Oh no.
Huh? No, I know him.
But you shook your head no.
I like one song by them.
The Summoning.
The Summoning.
Yeah, that's the only song anyone I've ever talked to likes by them, and everyone else hates every other song, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I like that song, and I hate literally every other song. This is week number 4, baby, that I've trashed Sleep Token.
Woo! I have like, what is it, Aqua Regia or something. I put it on my playlist because like, oh, this might be good. And then every time it comes on, I'm like, skip. And I'm like, I need to take that off my playlist. And I just skip it. And even when the Summoning comes on, I skip to like 4 minutes in where I go, oh, no. That's like the only good part.
It's so bad, dude. It's so
bad.
terrible.
It's like baby making music, dude. I don't like it. That's not supposed to be in metal.
That's absolutely not what I think of, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Sleep Token sucks.
Thank you. I think this is. Let me look actually, because I
Have
know
you been
that.
documenting it.
The week number 3. Because Villian and I went on a 20-minute rant. I actually hadn't listened to the episode yet, and today I listened to it, and I was like, I whined about Sleep Token for 20 minutes. And then Chris Rockman and I talked about it for a minute or two last week. It wasn't like 20.
Yeah.
But no, dude, they're just, I don't get the hype at all.
I think that it's just a bunch of like 16-year-old fangirls that I think that he wears masks and no shirts at his concert.
He's so mysterious.
He's so hot. He has abs.
It's like, dude, have you seen him dance? I do this the
No.
last 3 episodes. Oh, you gotta watch this. This is so great. Sleep Token, Vessel dancing. This is so great. He's so bad. Here, I'm gonna kill the volume so I can. Oh, here.
He looks like he's riding. Do you know the hobby horses that people ride? It's like the fake horse with the stick on it.
Oh yeah.
It looks like he's riding a hobby
I'm
horse.
going to take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna.
Okay, my favorite video on the internet, one of them from concerts, is when Limp Bizkit came out of retirement and showed up at, I don't know what festival it was, but when Limp Bizkit showed up and he's like, "You may not recognize us, but this is Westmoreland, and we are Limp Bizkit," and he's in his cowboy hat.
I was watching. Yeah. I was watching them today. The Woodstock performance is so good.
I like Limp Bizkit a lot. Like,
I love Limp Bizkit.
Like I think they're great.
Okay, so hold on. We've talked trash on Sabrina Carpenter and Sleep Token, but I like Gracie Abrams and Limp Bizkit and Morgan Wallen. So we've outnumbered. Okay, so we're good. I've said more nice things about artists today than mean things. And that's my goal. I don't want this to be the Whine About Sleep Token podcast, but my secondary goal is to whine about Sleep Token.
We'll rename it. We'll make a secondary podcast where we just sit there and talk trash on every Sleep Token thing.
I would go through the trouble of founding a successful Sleep Token podcast just to have Vessel on, just so I could tell him he sucks.
Do you like going to concerts that aren't metal?
No.
Like, do you like going? See,
absolutely not.
I think that they're so boring because, like, we went down to that festival. So my buddy's dad started that Nevada festival like 20 years ago.
Oh, really?
And it was like nothing. Like they didn't have anything there. Well, we got like free. It's like your thing. We got free VIP wristbands that were loaded with drinks. You got to drink as much as you wanted, and it was like just a bunch of girls from Reno and California and all that were like running around. They're like straw hats and everything. I was like, this kind of sucks. Dancing was awful. But the experience of being there with your buddies is not awful.
Yeah, if you're there with your friends.
Yeah, it's super fun. Even though we lost each other a bajillion times.
Yeah.
But like that, the best part of that was the days, like running around.
Oh, for sure.
Because you get to meet people. Everyone's like, it was Mardi Gras themed. So there's that.
Sure.
They had, well, no, I won't tell that story. I'll have to cut it out.
I would have not had fun. I went to Saliva with Ezra last week, and it would not have been fun to go by myself. Mm-hmm. And Ezra and I screwed around, and it was a blast. I
went to a concert, my first concert at the Newberry, like 2 months ago, and I hated it.
Who was it?
It was, I can't even remember who it was. It was a bigger artist, but.
Was it country?
Yeah, it was country.
I have a lot of respect for the Newberry, but I have never once gone to a show there and thought, the sound is great. It always sounds terrible.
And also, everyone.
Sorry, guys.
They had girls sitting in circles on the floor, like with their legs out, holding spots for people. And I was like walking into the center of them. I was like, what are you doing? Like,
just stand
up. Like, this is fun. And everyone's like sitting there hugging their wife or girlfriend. And you walk by them and they look at you like this and they mean mug you.
Dude, country concerts are the worst. I worked one there and there was like more fights. And when I was working that night and when everyone left, there was layers of beers on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
That does not happen at metal shows.
No, everyone's so busy.
That does not happen at. Well, not only that, people are more respectful. Like, I don't usually go to metal shows. So, like, Saliva, I'm not familiar with. So I went with Ezra because I was like, oh, I'll have fun with Ezra. And we did. It was a kick in the pants. But if I'm going to like Signs of the Swarm, I didn't go with anyone because I'm like, dude, I will see someone there that I know or I will make friends. Yeah. And sure enough, I stood in line and talked to some guy for like 30 minutes before the show.
Yeah,
that was almost more fun than the show itself.
I still wish that I didn't get kicked out. when we went to that
Kill Switch Engage.
Kill Switch concert. Yeah, because you guys got the Wall of Death.
That was amazing.
When I went to that country concert here, I was there. My buddy was with his I think they're dating now, but he was with her, and my other buddy was with another gal, and I was kind of standing behind him awkwardly, like the mom. I was talking to the girlfriend's mom, and she was sitting there. We were dancing, hanging out. That was fine. And then some old lady behind me started pinching, like literally pinching with her fingernails my butt. She started pinching it, and I was like, turn around. I was like, "Was that you?" And she goes, "What?" And then later, I turned around. I was like, "My butt hurts." And she goes, "Oh, you liked it?" And she was like 65, and I was like, No. And she's like elbowing. It must have been her granddaughter. It might have been her daughter.
Oh.
I was like, I think this is my time to leave. So I just turned around and walked out.
Well, there you go.
So.
Well, there you go. That's a good place to end it. I'm very done.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The last 20 minutes was more interesting than the first hour.
I don't even know.
How did that happen?
We actually started talking.
I don't know what happened there, but if we flipped a switch.
I was trying to, because
suddenly became interested.
I was trying to keep myself from cussing and to keep myself from saying out of pocket things the entire time.
Well done. We're still only 3 total edits now.
Yeah.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Oh,
I better write the right time in there so I don't. I accidentally left a horrible word on the podcast the other day, and my friend texted me and was like, "Did you mean to leave that word in?" And it was the name of a band, and I can't even repeat it. And I was like, "Nope."
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell you the name. You're not gonna like it, but you're gonna listen to him, and you're still not gonna like it.
Yeah, you're gonna hate it, but it's fine. It's funny. So, and then they don't.
We're wrapping it up. Yeah, I don't know how we did that. I really want to eat this mic, dude. Like the entire time, I've wanted to just take a bite out of it.
One last Isaiah story for the road. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Montanarchy Podcast. My name is Jonah Shirley. I'm your host. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for giving me the drive to do this for 3 whole months. I haven't missed a week yet. God bless you all. I've been a little behind on booking guests, so be patient with me. I might miss a week here or there. I'm busy. I have stuff going on. I do have a super fun guest plan for next week, so really excited for that. We're going to be recording later. So there you go. Have yourselves a great day. Enjoy the music. And, what?
Usa.
There you go.
I don't even know what that means.
Isaiah's story. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great week.